Hi, let's talk about Conan Battle of the Blackstone #1. This is part of an event across all of the Robert E. Howard characters. Almost all of those characters don't have their own titles, so it's not across a bunch of titles. It's like this, and there was a bunch of crossover in the latest Savage Sword of Conan, uh, and um, and I think probably in Conan as well. Uh, so Battle of the Blackstone is basically there's a Blackstone mentioned in one of Robbie Howard's stories that's being used to tie together all these other characters through some sort of suspicious or evil means. It begins in Chicago, 1936, where they discover um, a relic with this symbol that echoes throughout time. We then go to Conan with this incredible art here, and basically here are all of the credits. Jim Zub, of course, is involved, and so Conan fights a bunch of rogue guys that seem to worship this like weird cave or whatever. There's this symbol running throughout his quest. And meanwhile, in Texas in 1936, um, there is a symbol in this guy's uh, wood here that he's trying to chop. Also, Dark Agnes is involved in 1522. And in the jungles of West Domus, Africa, here comes Solomon Kane. He sees this symbol of evil. And so everyone is kind of joined throughout time with this thing. Meanwhile, Conan is on his mission to infiltrate these a-holes, and they're worshipping that symbol, and he fights them and stuff. You know, in the Conan tradition, there's a lot of like fighting. It's pretty awesome. The art's pretty incredible. And there's an image of like a spirit of some sort that's tortured, and it echoes throughout all of these guys. Um, Look, my problem with this Blackstone thing is I don't understand it. Only because I don't get what the threat is. I am I stupid? It's like all these people see a symbol like, oh, symbol. There's meaning in this, and it's like, well, and this was a common thread in the Blackstone stories that were in the last Savage Sword of Conan. It's like it's cool to see all these different characters from the Robbie Howard universe, because there were a lot in that Savage Sword issue, but they're all joined together by this thing somehow, and it's somehow a problem. Somehow it's bad. Somehow I don't know. I don't really care. I'll read these because it's part of the Titan Conan thing, but they're not. Maybe I'm dumb. They're not really tying it together properly and giving me like a proper understanding of the stakes. Like, what are we doing here? Like, can we just destroy the Blackstone in one of these times, and that's it? Like in 1932, can't we just like destroy it then? And then that's and what we don't destroy it, then what? Who cares? Well, what's happening? Um, Here is the reading order that's going on. So it's Conan, Blackstone, Conan, Thrice Marked for Death, all these Conan titles, where this event is being threaded through. I hope that it gets more interesting, and uh, we get to understand what's so important about this and what the stakes are, and how do we resolve it. But more importantly, like, what's so bad about this thing? Like when, seems to have always been through time anyways. It didn't seem like it was bothering anybody. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I did go through that Savage Sword issue again, and I read the introduction, I think by Jim Zub, explaining it, and I like the idea that let's take a thing that can like thread through all of the different characters' universes and time lines, because they're all from different timelines, etc., and somehow bring them together. But um, But I'm hoping, I mean, like, listen, this is still an introduction. It's issue 1 of this Blackstone thing. And I think there's like 3 others or something. So I hope that we'll get more of a sense of the importance of this and the stakes. That's my problem with it. Do I recommend this? If you're reading Conan, you probably bought this. Um, if you're not and you're curious, I wouldn't recommend it. Um, because it just seems sort of like unsubstantive right now. That's just me. The art's incredible. There's a cool bit with Conan I showed, um, but the rest of it is like, oh, a symbol. Oh, I guess it's a thing. And look, all the characters are tied somehow. Um, hopefully once it gets into more of the story and what's going on, um, and more of the stakes, then uh, it'll be more worth it to pick up. But I wouldn't really recommend this unless you're a Conan fan. You probably picked this up already. Um, so if you like what you saw, please give it a like, or take a look at my channel, and please subscribe to my channel. Lots of great comic book stuff. So until next time, take care.